Welcome back to the Sloan Sells Homes Open House. I am Michelle Sloan. I'm your local residential realtor and broker at RE/MAX Time. Joining me today is Chad Cron. Chad is with Republic Bank, been in the business of lending for 25 years, and he knows what he's talking about. So that's really important to me when we are working together, that I know that you know what you're talking about. You know that I know what I'm talking about, and we're going to be able to communicate better. And communication certainly in this process is key. So let's talk about the basics. The basics of someone who is looking to purchase a property. What do they need? What will they need right up front?
What I would do is, obviously, if they want to start talking with one of us, is gather your documentation for especially income and assets. So if get a pay stub and W-2, get your couple recent pay stubs, your last 2 years W-2s, get any bank statements, retirement statements, so that we can see what your assets are. If you're self-employed, we'll want to get at least 2 years business returns, personal and business returns. Some programs sometimes don't need both of them, but up front, for us to know what's going on, it's always handy for us to have that, because again, as a loan officer, we're able to we a lot of times know what to put in the file and what not to put in the file, what underwriting will need, and sometimes just wait for them to ask for something. But that's getting those documentations together. That allows us to help get the application started, verify your credit, but also give you or the consumer an idea of what they might qualify for. And again, what they qualify for and what works in their budget.
Sure, it could be two different things.
So that's where also we'll work with them to really and help you as the realtor say, okay, they can do this, but hey, really this is kind of and the down payment will play into that too.
Right.
So while they might qualify for $400,000, income-wise, their down payment may only qualify them for $300,000.
Right.
So that's where we'll work together up front and get that out of the way.
And once we know you can afford a $300,000 home, but you're only comfortable maybe with the payments on a $250,000 home, I would rather put you in a home that you can comfortably make those payments. You are the same way.
Yep.
We want you to be able to make those payments, be successful in your home purchase, and then eventually come back to us 5 or 10 years later when it's time for you to buy another home. And I think a lot of people are thinking, okay, if I buy a home now and it's 7% interest rate and rates go down to 6%, which is possible, it's not the end of the world.
No, you can refinance down the road. So we're always dealing with that. And, a lot of people may have to refinance down the road anyways to get out of mortgage insurance. Or get off of, maybe they were on FHA to begin with, and it's a little better to go with conventional down the road. So yeah, it's not the end of the world, and I call it house poor is what we don't want you to have a payment that is, well, yes, you look like you can afford it. You don't have any money to do anything else. You're stuck in your house on Friday and Saturday nights.
Right. Nobody. No. And you know what? I don't think having my kids are 27 and 30. That's not what they're looking for.
Yeah. Well, like you talked about earlier, the average age, I think I saw something yesterday, somebody posted the average age of a first-time home buyer was in the high 30s now. So,
yeah.
So it's a lot different.
Well, people are getting married later. Everything is taking longer.
Yep.
I mean, financially, it's more difficult. And finding a home that's affordable for a first-timer, it may take us a while. So getting in touch with Chad and myself to get that process started, and the reality of knowing that it could take 2 to 3 months to find that right home, it's very unusual to find the right home on your first time out.
Yeah, and also getting this done up front allows us, if it's not the right time, credit or financially, we can provide them with a plan, coach them how to repair their credit, what they need to repair on their credit, so that they can purchase down the road too.
Yeah, it's a good thing. And again, today we talked about the Welcome Home Grant. There are other HEROES programs available. You want to talk to an expert, a local expert. You want to get in touch with Chad Cron, Republic Bank. What's the best way to get a hold of you?
You can reach out to me usually via email, which is my email ccron@republicbank.com, or best way is my cell phone, 513-477-7022.
And everybody knows how to get a hold of me, Michelle Sloan, at sloansellshomes.com. And you know what? I think this has been a good learning, and it's smart because it's the beginning of the year.
Yep.
This information is going to be good for a couple of months because this program doesn't start really in earnest until March 1st, but you want to get your ducks in a row before that time.
And like you said, just besides the home, even though the Welcome Home Grant is kind of short-lived sometimes, there are plenty of other programs that are available year-round that don't have, while they might not be as big, they're still out there to help people.
Yeah, up to $20,000 is
It's huge.
lot of money.
Yep.
It is a lot of money. So I know that if there are buyers out there who are looking, I'd love to have the opportunity to chat with them and be your realtor. Chad would love the opportunity to chat with you to be your lender, and we'll work together to make it happen. That American dream. Sounds good.